Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I was having computer issues. You've never seen anybody hitting buttons so fast in all your life. Hello, Miss Tina. Hi, Angela. Thank you for joining me. How are you both? I appreciate you being here. Hi, Nana Kathleen. Hello. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. How is everyone's afternoon going? And can you hear me okay? I want to make sure that while I was grabbing things, I grabbed the right headphones. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. And everyone, what is on your hook and what is in your cup? Hello, Ola Joe. How are you? Thank you for coming by. And the question for today is, how does everybody choose a project to work on? Hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy to see everybody here today. Oh, and Lily, I am wearing my tank, my Kanata kerchief tee. Sarah is drinking water. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Lily. I'll be right back to you. Sarah is drinking water and she has a shawl on her hook. Sarah, are you in the bod along? Is that a bod shawl? And Lily, oh, thank you, Lily. I have a short live in between Jeanette and Gigi since my live is just a WIP live. And thank you, Ola Joe. I appreciate them. Oh, Sheila, thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you today? We've been hitting all the same lives today. That's wonderful. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. And you know what? That's why I asked you where you got your bus because it's so hard to show it, and I'm still trying to learn how to take pictures. My picture taking is it's poor. It is really poor. Oh my goodness. And oh, you started it before the bottle on, but it is a bod pattern. She's got some pretty shawl patterns. She really does. Olajo has coffee and water, and you haven't started crocheting yet? Oh, you're going to record some. Okay, okay. If you have a quiet place to record, I commend you. Keep saying turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. So I think I got it down low enough to where you can't hear the TV in the background. Oh, Miss Tina, you fell? Oh my goodness, you're working on the book bag. Good. You take it slow. You know, you sometimes you try to move a little too fast, but I'm glad you're okay and I'm glad you're here with us. Oh, and Lisa, you're drinking water and you're working on that maxi skirt. Now that one is for your niece, right? If I remember correctly. Oh, and you shared me out. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much. Yes, please pray for Miss Tina. Hi, Hi, Angie. How are you? Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. I do. I thank everybody for being here. Oh, Jeanette, thank you so much. It's good to see you again. Thank you for coming by. It's so nice to have everybody here. It is such a blessing. And I am truly blessed because you all have been doing this a lot longer than I have. And there are so many of us out here now doing crochet. It's kind of hard to pick who you want to participate with, and I appreciate everybody who is coming by. Miss Tina fell last night, Angie, so she's here. She says she's taking it slow today. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the more lives I go to, the more people I meet. And when I go and look at their channels, I sit there and go, "Oh my goodness, you are so good. Look at what I do." But you know what? We all have our little corner of the world. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. You should see me running. I'm like, Aaliyah, have you seen my scarf? I got to do something with this head. Because, you know, I told you we were cleaning the garage and my hair is going. As Ola Joe says, the struggle is real. It's real. Thank you, everybody, for greeting everybody. Thank you, Lisa. I really appreciate it. And Miss Tina, thanks everybody for the prayers. Yes, yes. It's hard, Miss Tina, as we start aging and the body doesn't do the things we tell it needs it to do. Ooh, it's rough. Hi, Patricia. Thank you for coming by. You got your ginger ale. I went to the store and forgot to get some ginger ale, ginger beer, ginger anybody. And you're working on shorts and getting ready to start a virus shawl. Girl. Okay now. Okay. Okay. Well, what I want to know is what color are you going to make virus shawl? Are you going to use up one of your pretty mandalas? And I always want to call it a mandala because of Nelson Mandela. Oh, and Ola Joe loves ginger ale. Oh, that's your go-to? Really? Okay. Well, you know what? I don't drink a lot of soda. So I've been drinking tea, and Jeanette says, make sure it's iced tea. No, Jeanette, I got hot tea. My daughter bought me a Thomas Kincaid cup, so I got my hot tea in my Thomas mug sitting right here with me. Um, Ginger ale is like a sparkling soda, and ginger beer is kind of like root beer, but the root that they make the beer with, and it's non-alcoholic, but it's the ginger root. Mandala. Oh, it is a mandala. Okay. Now, see. Thank you. My daughter bought that for me, and my daughter's name is Andrea, and she bought that mug for me. Hello, Manda. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. What is your whip today, and what is in your cup? Yes, Angie, I love hot tea. It really helps with my sinuses. You're cooking and lurking. What are you cooking? Cheryl from Lion Brand says it's pronounced mandala. Yeah. But I always forget that it's mandala because I pronounce it like Nelson Mandela. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying. Tyrannical, thank you so much for coming by. Your first pom pom was a flop. What happened to it? Do you mean that it doesn't stand up and it really does flop? Or what type of flop are you? And thank you for coming by. And what is in your cup? And I don't dare ask you what's on your hook, do I? Because you're working on a pom pom. You're making a bod hat. She's got some nice hats. Are you making it for the bod along, or are you making it for the hat not hate, or are you making it for somebody, Angie? Do you really? Oh, good. I'm in good company then. Because I heard about Nelson Mandela long before I heard about the mandalas. I have to get that in my head. You wound it all wrong? Oh, no. The good thing about it is you know what you did wrong, so you know what not to do next time. Can you fix it? Or are you going to have to start from scratch? Oh, you're just making it because, okay, we do that too. Well, the question for today was, how do you pick your projects? I'm sorry about the phone, I can't reach it. Um, I had a lot of yarn. I inherited a lot of yarn. And then I started crocheting again and found all the new yarns that I didn't know about. So if people have make alongs and crochet alongs and we're doing challenges, I think about what patterns I might be able to use for the make along, crochet along, or the challenge. And then I think about, well, what yarn do I already have because I don't want to go buy any yarn. So Ashley sent me an email the other day that they are having a preemie challenge for the hospitals with NICUs and for people who have preemie babies because, everything is too big for a preemie. And she put out a pattern in the herringbone stitch. Well, I've always wanted to learn the herringbone stitch. And I had some variegated baby yarn that I had been wanting to use for something. I just didn't, no, I'm sorry. It was not baby yarn. It was worsted weight yarn. And I said, oh, I can use my worsted weight. I can try out Ashley's pattern. And I have something to donate to the NICU, or if somebody has a preemie by the time I finish this, I can just give it to them. So my first WIP is the Brierley baby blanket. And I am, luckily, by being for a preemie, I don't need much yarn since I'm using up my scrap yarn. And I like the way the edge goes in and out. And she has you finish it with a single crochet border, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave that edge just like that and then maybe try to do a shell around the straight edge because I like that effect. And I like the way this yarn is working up in that pattern. But I was struggling with that pattern last night on Kelly's Live because I was reading, I was talking, and I kept doing half double crochets instead of the herringbone stitch. So then I'd have to frog it and do it again. And I started out the first couple of rows putting my stitches in the chain two space, but that's not what you're supposed to do. And leaving the chain two is what makes the little scalloped edge. Might be salvaged someday. Okay, Tyrell. No rush. No rush at all. Well, thank you, Lisa, darling. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming by. What is in your cup? What's on your hook? And how do you decide what your next project is? And you go straight to your stash before you buy yarn for pattern. There you go. There you go. Straight to the stash. You usually want or need something, then look for a pattern and buy the yarn. Just getting back into it, so no stash yet. I know. Well, you know what? I didn't. And even though I say it's a stash, my stash really isn't that big. But I have a couple schemes of this, and a couple schemes of that, and a couple schemes of the other. And I'm trying to use like this. I'm trying to use them as I go. Hi, Renee. How are you? Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. What is on your hook? What is in your cup? And today's question is, how do you choose your next project? Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. I think it's working out quite well. And when I mess up and go through both loops, I just frog it back. I did about this much in both loops during Jeanette's live, and I said, oh, that doesn't look right. Rip it, rip it, rip it. You have little strips that you'll band together later. Oh, work it into another pom-pom. Or you know what? Use it as fringe. If you make something that needs fringe, use it as fringe, and you don't have to band them together, because that's another headache. You're doing your Tina bag, okay, in the street shopping and cooking and dropping packages off. Lisa, did you go by that shop with all that crochet in it? I went online and I looked at that shop and my mouth fell open when I looked at the prices. But the stuff is gorgeous. Oh, it really is. Just gorgeous. Ooh. And you know what? Thank you for taking us on a field trip with you into the streets. And if you see anything real interesting, please let us know. I'm going to fire my co-pilot. She's over there making noise, and I don't know why. Excuse me, just a minute, please. I'm sorry. Okay. Ooh, Renee. I'm waiting for Renee to tell us what she's working on. That's what we're doing. And Patricia says, I don't when I get an order or somebody wants me to make them something, if something catches my eye on the tube. Okay. Well, so far, I haven't had anybody, well, I'll take that back because my next WIP is something somebody wanted me to make. If anybody was in Gigi's live Saturday, you know that they were making squares for a bag that they were sewing together. I was not making the bag because DJ does not sew things together, and everybody knows this. Well, precious daughter of Yah wanted me to make this bag, and we went back and forth for quite some time about how I was not making this bag. And she just she was seriously wanting me to make this bag, so I said fine. Because I had, I did the yarn haul and I had ordered all this cotton yarn, so I had the cotton yarn to use. And I went in and I pulled out the pattern and I pulled out the yarn. And the lady says you need 4 to 5 skeins of cotton yarn. I said fine. So I chose 3 colors to make the squares with, and the 4th color to go around the squares, and to sew the squares together with, and to do the straps with. Well, seeing as how I had never done the square before, I didn't realize that if you don't put the 4 colors in the actual square, you get a triangle. And my triangle doesn't lay flat, so it looks like a bra cup. And of course, I didn't realize that I had a triangle and it wasn't laying flat until after I had cut all the yarn and woven in all the ends. So not only do I have to frog it, but I have to find all my ends. And since I weave in as I go, there's no ends there. I have to dig those ends out of I don't know where. Unhappy? I'm unhappy. So this little project has been given a time out, and that's why I started the baby blanket. Because I've got 2 weeks to get this square together. Well, I got to get 13 of these little suckers together. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead with this color scheme because it's the multicolored, the country red, the indigo, and the juice. And if I run short on the handle, I can find maybe another shade of indigo to sew the squares together with and do the handle. So this one is, this would make a pretty bottle. Oh my goodness. And I'm sitting there going, I didn't want to do this in the first place, But we live and learn. Oh, Joe, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. And thank you for taking me on your cruise with you yesterday. I had fun. Love you too, Ola Joe. Thank you. I really do listen as I do a project. I started another project as I work on one. I haven't just do the project. Oh, so you have as Granny B says, you have a bout with more as well. How many whips do you have, Lisa? Oh, you're working on the escort shawl for a Christmas gift. Nana Kathleen, I have seen that shawl. That is gorgeous. What color are you making it in? You watched the replay. Oh, thank you so much. This bag, I asked them who was going to sew all these squares together for me. And then you know what, too? I thought about just going ahead with the triangles and trying to sew them together to make the bag. But since it's not laying flat, I can't do that either. Thank you, Angela. You like the way the colors are going? Because I wasn't sure in what order to put them. And this order made the most sense to me when I laid them out. You watched the tutorial and you wound wrong. Tyrannical, I totally understand it because I watched the tutorial and my square is a triangle. So, and I wrote the instructions down and I followed her stitch by stitch, but it didn't occur to me, since I had never made it before, that I needed 4 colors in the triangle to have 4 corners. 3 colors only gives me 3 corners. You live and you learn. And I kept trying to go through the video to the end to see how much yarn she used, because I was trying to judge if I was going to have enough glue out of this pack or if I needed to open another pack. And I never saw how much yarn she had left. So I was just kind of guessing what I could do. Because since I bought these in 4-skein packs, I was trying to make 1 pack for 1 project. But I can always go to Michael's and get another pack of blue, or I can order it if they don't have any. Oh, wrong basket. I have to move my FO basket and start out with my WIP basket. Okay. Let me check real quick and see. You know what? I only have 1 more WIP because Gigi is coming on. I don't know if she's coming on at 4 or 4:15. So I will have to check. And my last WIP is my the headband that goes with this top. And I didn't go any further with it because as I showed in my previous video, I ran out of yarn. So I was going to pair it with the luster sheen. And Ola Joe suggested that I wash the 2 to see how they worked out together. And so I washed the 2 together, but I didn't crochet them up. And I really think it's going to work. So I'm going to frog the headband because I decided I was going to start the end with the black, do the middle portion with the gray, and end with the black, so that the part going across my head is all gray to match this top, my Kanata purchase tag. We'll see how that works out, but that's what's going on in my head. I'm going to try it, and if it doesn't work, I'll frog that too. I don't mind. I will frog it. Hi, Vivian. How are you? Thank you so much for coming by. What is on your hook? What is in your cup? And today's question is, how do you choose your next project? The colorway is neon orange from Yarn Bee. Awesome ombre. And you're using 2 strands at once. Ooh, that's going to be heavy, Nana Michelle. So you're making, Nana Kathleen, I'm sorry. So you're making it as a winter shawl. Okay. Neon orange. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Hi, GGP. How are you? What is in your hook? What is on your hook? What is in your cup? And how do you choose your next project? Ooh, you're in Oklahoma. Yes. You get all that nice, cold, deep snow. Yeah. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. What is... Let me ask you the easy question first. How do you choose your next crochet project? Do you do the make along, the crochet along? Is it something that you been wanting to do for a while. How do you choose? And I hope everybody can see me because I just popped over to see if Gigi is going live because I don't want to cut into her time. And yes, she is. So I am going to drop the link so that we can do a DJ's crochet raid. Ooh, they actually gave me a notification this time. And so we can go and hang out with Miss Gigi. Mel, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming by. Hi, Kelly, how are you? Hi, Mindful Crafts and More. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Mel, did you look at Etsy? Did you find any yarn? If not, we can talk later because I found several vendors that will ship to your country and they had free shipping. But my time is up. I thank everybody who came by to hang out with me. I thank all of you who have joined my channel. I really, really appreciate it. Please thumbs up, like, share, join my Facebook page. My Facebook page is DJ's Fine Crochet. Everything that I've shown today is in the description below with the link, and there is also a link to the Preemie Challenge 2021 if that's anything that you're interested in. And Lisa is still, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it because you've got several projects going. And your next project is typically depicted about who you're gifting it. Okay, all right, thank you. No love I have found any as yet. You haven't found it? Okay, Mel, do me a favor. Send me a message on Facebook and we'll do a Facebook chat and I will send you the link that I found, okay? You're really like, yeah, thanks, Kelly. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming by. I put the link in for Gigi, the Crochet Queen. She is live now. So please, let's go over there and show her some love and let's do a DJ raid. So I will see you all shortly. Thank you all so very much. I am honored that you have been here with me. Thank you, and I will see you next Wednesday, 3:30 Central for the next WIP It Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody.